Guy Code with Rena Osware.
Welcome to another episode of the Guy Code. I am Rena Osware, and on this episode, we're going to be talking about the alpha widow. Now, this is a term in the manosphere, a community of men on the internet who discuss issues to do with masculinity and relationships. Now, an alpha widow refers to a woman who was in a relationship with an alpha, but he did not commit to a long-term relationship, so she was dumped and settled for the safe, reliable alternative of a nice guy. Now, she settled for the nice guy because she could not tie down the alpha. Now, this is a situation whereby you see that a certain lady just can't get over her ex. There's always that one guy in her past who left such an imprint on her that the standard and conditions that she uses to gauge her future relationships are based on the experience this alpha gave her. Okay? Very many women can relate to this and know what I'm saying. Okay? This is the point where you see a guy, he's always trying to perform his best, but he's just not good enough. This lady is always talking to her ex, always trying to change this guy to be someone else, always trying to say, why are you like this, why are you like this, why aren't you like so and so, why aren't you like so and so. This is an alpha widow. There was a man she dated that left such an impact and an imprint on her, like I described in my previous episode called the most memorable man. This alpha left such an imprint on her that she uses this as a standard for her next relationships. She gauges, okay, I'm with this new guy, but does he make me feel like so and so did? Does he make me, get me on like so and so did? Does he show the kind of passion that so and so did? So that guy was the standard for everyone else. And until she gets that thrill again, that passion again from someone else, that guy will still have an effect on her. Okay? So I had a story where a lady's going back to their ex even few days before her wedding. Can you imagine that? Okay? So just know this, that if you're dating this kind of lady, an alpha widow, no one, you will rarely get her best because she cannot fully dedicate herself until you break that threshold that the other guy did. It's not for all women, but most of them. Okay? When you find yourself in a relationship where you have to compromise a lot, you have to concede a lot, everything has to be a negotiation. To get her to spend time with you, it's a negotiation. To get her to show love to you, it's a negotiation. Just know that you just don't have that kind of impact on her yet. Why? Because you haven't broken that threshold. There's that one memorable man that ticked everything off for her and she dedicated herself fully. So until she feels that passion from you, she cannot dedicate fully. Okay? And guys, when you meet an alpha widow and you're dating her, during the first few weeks, you're just dating her, just trying to know if you have some chemistry between you. She will most likely be trying to get back with her ex. Why? Because that ex ticked off everything for her. And she just doesn't want him to get away just like that. So she will try her best to get him back And if she cannot, she will settle for the nice guy as the backup plan. The nice guy is not as passionate or as thrilling as the alpha, but at least he is reliable, he's predictable, he's a safe bet. She's thinking to herself, yes, this guy is not as thrilling or as passionate, but he can provide something, he can protect, my children and me, because he has some resources, and he can just give security in the marriage in case she gets married to him. But she will not have that thrill or that passion that she had with this other guy, so she will not dedicate fully. So everything will have to be a negotiation, because she doesn't feel like she has that deep connection with the nice guy as she did with the alpha. That's just how it is, right? So if you ever hear one of your friends who's a nice guy, who's blue pill, who is still not aware of female nature, saying, my girlfriend still talks to her ex, but I'm not worried about it because she tells me don't worry about him. She tells me, it was all in the past. You can talk to her ex because it's all in the past. I'm with her now. Listen, the nice guy doesn't realize that that guy is the one that got away, and she's still in connection with him because he still has value that she wants. She still wants the value he brings, and many people are attracted to what they can't have, especially if that guy is, of course, very high value and has another lady with him. So when you hear a nice guy saying, oh yeah, she talks to her ex, but I'm not moved because that was all in the past. I'm with her now. People don't understand. The nice guy doesn't understand that this is the guy that got away. If you are everything to her right now, why would she need to talk to her ex? And she can use all these excuses. Oh, he's pretty good at this. He's just always been good at, these kind of businesses. So I need to talk to him. That means that guy still has some value. Still has some, some effect on her. So the nice guy won't understand that he was the one who she had to settle for because the alpha didn't want to commit to her and give her the long-term relationship that she wanted. Okay? So, in case this lady cheats on the nice guy, the standards and the conditions that will make her choose the kind of man she will cheat with will be determined by the kind of impact the alpha left on her. If the alpha had a certain kind of charisma, if the alpha had a certain kind of swag to him, if the alpha had a certain kind of passion, certain kind of aggression to him, she will cheat with a man who has exactly that. And that's how it is. And the beta or the simp or the nice guy will just have to deal with it. So here are a couple of things, couple of pointers, couple of signs of an alpha widow. Number one, if she's over 30 and single. If she is over 30 and single, most likely the kind of man she will settle down for, not with, was not her first choice. Because in her 20s, when she had several options, she was turning heads all over social media, DMs were in the dozens. She had all these options and she could choose the creme de la creme, and she had access to them. They just didn't give her what she wanted, which is a long-term commitment, and that is why she is over 30 and single. Because during her radiant years, she tried to tie down an alpha, she could not. So she's just said, you know what, I might not find this guy ever again. That was a once in a lifetime thing. And I just have to settle down for the nice guy who will offer me something very important, which is security. He's not very fun, he's not very passionate, but he is a safe bet. He will take care of my children, he'll take care of me, and I will just have to settle for him. If you're over 30, if she's over 30 and she finds a man, just know that man was not her first choice. She settled for that man because she could not tie down the alpha during her prime years. Number 2, if she still has her ex around. Okay, like I touched on this before. If she's still talking to her ex or engaging with her ex, it means that guy still has some value that she wants. So you are not giving her the whole package, you do not take off everything for her. So there's something she values that the ex provides, and she still wants it even when she's in a relationship with you. Because if you are her man and she expects to probably spend her whole life with you, why does she need guys from her past? The guy was there, he did what he did during that season. Why do you still need them in this new chapter of your life? You're growing, you're supposed to be a different person since you're with a new guy, but you still want to have your ex around. It means there's something that you still value in him, or it still has some effect on you, and you enjoy knowing that you can still get that value from him. So if you cheat on him, cheat on your man, you're the nice guy with this alpha, it means that you knew all along that you still had something for him, and you just wanted to have him around just in case you want to relive those passionate moments that you miss since you're with someone who is not as thrilling or as passionate. So if she still has her ex around, she is an alpha widow. Number 3, she always wants to compromise. She always wants her nice guy boyfriend or partner to compromise. It means the partner has to negotiate for everything. It's never just a straight decision. The nice guy really has to convince his woman that she should give him certain things that the guy should be entitled to, since they're in a relationship. So the nice guy's partner will communicate when she wants. She will give him time when she wants. She will give him attention when she wants. She will give intimacy when she wants. Because that attraction and the lust for the nice guy is not there. She still lasts for the alpha, the one who authentically and genuinely ticked off everything for her and just got her off. So since the nice guy doesn't get her off that way, she cannot fully dedicate herself to him. She has to get something to fill up for the inconvenience of having to settle for something or someone that she initially wasn't attracted to, what initially didn't want. Because in her prime years, when she could have all these pics of men around her, she will not choose the nice guy, she will choose the alpha. So the nice guy still has to give something of value that will cover up for the inconvenience of her having to engage with him. That's number 3. She's an alpha widow when she always wants the nice guy to compromise and to give something of value to compensate the inconvenience of her having to deal with him instead of the alpha. Number 4, and lastly, when she says her partner is the settling down type. That guy is the settling down type. I touched on this in the earlier episode of Husband Material. Just know when she says the guy is the settling down type, means he's the one to settle for, not settle with. She will have her fun, she will have her thrilling time, she will have all these years of having fun with alphas and men who are passionate, who give her a great experience, great thrill, Then, when she wants to settle down and have no more fun and be a mom and be a wife, she will dedicate herself to the nice guy because the nice guy is a safe bet. He's not fun, like the kind of guy she was dealing with when she was younger, under 25, but he gives safety, which is very important to her. Security. He can provide for her, he can provide for her kids. And so she will just have to settle for a life of boredom, a life of lack of thrill, and just look back at the years she had with her nice guy, so with her alpha. So if she happens to meet the alpha again when she's married, she might cheat with him because she misses that thrill. So when she finally settles down with the settling down type, the quote unquote husband material, who she will never give time of day during her prime years, never give time of day because she will call him boring. But now, since he has some resources to take care of her, she's like, you know what, he's boring, but he can provide for me, he can provide for my kids, therefore I will settle for him. So that's just 4 things I wanted to run and share with you guys. Number 1, if she's over 30 and single, she's an alpha widow. If she has her ex around, she's an alpha widow. If she always wants to compromise, she's an alpha widow. And if she says her current partner is a settling down time, she's an alpha widow. So these are the kind of things you should know. And I just hope that you're better informed on what an alpha widow is and how to identify them. And until next time, we shall talk soon.